You are not free. You operate under the illusion of freedom, but it's a carefully constructed stage. You believe you chose the clothes you are wearing right now, that the brand expresses your identity. You believe you chose your phone, convinced by its features and design. You believe you chose your diet, from the coffee you crave in the morning to the late-night snack you tell yourself you deserve. Every preference, every impulse, feels like your own. It feels like you. But you didn't make any of those choices. Not really. The blueprint for your desires was drafted for you decades ago in a dimly lit boardroom in New York City. The architects of this system weren't selling products. They were engineering consumers. They studied human behavior not to help it, but to hijack it. They built a prison for your mind and convinced you it was a playground. You are a test subject in the largest, most successful psychological experiment in human history. A trial running for generations, with billions of unwitting participants. And the intended result of the experiment is your quiet, manageable poverty. A state of perpetual want, designed to keep you working, spending, and borrowing, forever chasing a satisfaction that was never meant to be caught. They don't just want your money. That's the crude, outdated model of control. They want your mind. They want to own the very pathways of your thoughts, to install their agenda where your personality should be, because if they control your mind, your wallet opens automatically. Your compliance is guaranteed. In the next minutes, I am going to show you the source code of your own programming. We will deconstruct the architecture of your consent. I will show you precisely how they hacked your dopamine receptors, turning your own brain chemistry against you to create cycles of addiction to products, media, and ideas. If what I am about to say makes you angry, it's because the programming is fighting to survive. It's the system defending itself. Don't fight me. Fight it. Wake up. To understand the trap, we must go back to the source, the patient zero of consumerism. 100 years ago, the world had a problem. Corporations, powered by the new efficiencies of the industrial age, were producing goods far too fast. And people? Well, people simply bought what they needed. It was a culture of utility, not desire. If you had a pair of shoes, you didn't buy new ones until they fell apart. This mindset, this practicality, terrified the corporate elite. Their relentless efficiency was becoming the enemy of profit. They were drowning in their own supply. They needed a way to make you want things you didn't need. They needed to manufacture desire itself. Enter Edward Bernays. He was the nephew of Sigmund Freud, and he saw humanity not as rational actors, but as a herd of emotional animals, driven by primal unconscious forces: insecurity, status, sex. He understood the hidden architecture of the human mind. He taught corporations a revolutionary idea: stop selling products to your customers' logic. Instead, sell them to their unconscious desires. Don't sell a car, sell freedom. Don't sell a dress, sell beauty. His most audacious test of this theory would change society forever. Let me tell you the story of the torches of freedom. The year is 1929. The client is the American Tobacco Company, desperate to sell their Lucky Strike cigarettes. But there's a problem. It's taboo for women to smoke in public. They are losing 50% of their potential market. So they hired Bernays. Bernays consulted a psychoanalyst who confirmed that for women, cigarettes could be a symbol of rebellion, a challenge to male power. So he didn't create an advertisement. He engineered an event. He staged a protest during the famous Easter Sunday parade on Fifth Avenue. He secretly recruited a group of debutantes, including a woman named Bertha Hunt, to be his protesters. He fed a story to the press that a group of suffragettes were preparing to light up torches of freedom to make a statement. At his signal, the women lit their Lucky Strikes in unison. The photographers he had prearranged were there to capture the moment. The story was a sensation. He had masterfully linked a toxic stick of tobacco to the feminist movement, to liberty itself. Sales exploded. The taboo was broken. Bernays didn't sell tobacco. He sold an emotion. He sold liberation in a box. Today, the strategy is the same, just more sophisticated. They don't sell you a $2,500 phone because of the technology. They sell you status. They sell you belonging. They sell you the feeling that you are part of the creative elite, that you are ahead of the curve. Bernays' ghost is in every device. They have trained you like a Pavlovian dog. The notification dings, the screen lights up, and you salivate. Not for the message, but for the hit of social validation it promises. The architect's work is complete. You are living inside his design. But manipulating your desire wasn't enough. They needed to guarantee you would come back again and again. This is where the scam becomes criminal. Your poverty is not an accident. It is an engineering specification. It is called planned obsolescence. Have you ever wondered why a light bulb burns out? The technology to make things last has existed for over a century. But some light refuses to die. In a fire station in Livermore, California, a single light bulb has been burning for over 120 years. First installed in 1901, the Centennial Light is a hand-blown carbon filament bulb from the Shelby Electric Company. It glows at a faint 4 watts, a constant, steady amber light. It has outlived generations of firefighters, powered by a dedicated low-voltage line, rarely ever turned off. It is proof that durability is not a fantasy. It is an engineering choice. So why do our bulbs die every year? Because in 1924, the world's leading light bulb manufacturers, Osram, Philips, General Electric, formed a secret cartel. Meeting in Geneva, they called themselves the Phoebus Cartel. Their goal was simple: coordinate a global deception. They secretly agreed to drastically reduce the life of their light bulbs from a reliable 2,500 hours down to just 1,000. They even created a Swiss testing lab to enforce the rule, finding any factory that dared to make a better, longer-lasting product. Why? To force you to buy more, to turn a durable good into a disposable commodity. Today, the spirit of that cartel is everywhere. It's a ghost in the machine. Your phone starts lagging the exact week the new model is released. Do you think that is a coincidence? Or is it a software update designed to degrade the old hardware? Your clothes tear after 10 washes. Your printer rejects a third-party ink cartridge. Bad luck? No. They are designing products with a hidden expiration date, a self-destruct sequence timed to their marketing calendar. It is an invisible tax you pay for existing in the matrix, a system engineered to cyclically drain your bank account and keep you running on their treadmill. Why do we allow this? Why do we work 60 hours a week at jobs we hate to buy things that are designed to break? Because they have addicted us to dopamine. They have turned shopping into a drug. The act of purchasing is the anesthetic for your enslaved existence. It is a perfect, vicious loop. The job depresses you. You buy something to feel better. Dopamine hit. The feeling fades in 20 minutes. Now you have less money and more debt. You must work harder to pay for it. Shopping is the painkiller sold to you by the same people causing the pain. They have convinced you that you are defined by what you have. If you don't wear the right logo, you are nothing. That is the most profitable lie ever told. Let's look at the mathematics of this disaster. Let's calculate the cost of your slavery. If you spent $1,000 on that new flagship phone 5 years ago, today that phone is worth $0. It is trash. It is in a landfill. But if you had invested that $1,000 in the S&P 500 or Bitcoin or gold, today you would have $2,500 or $10,000. The real cost isn't what you spend. It is what you fail to earn. Every time you buy a liability to impress people you don't like, you are burning your future freedom. Poor people buy stuff. Rich people buy assets that buy stuff. That is the only difference. It's not intelligence. It's patience. They brainwashed you to prefer looking rich today over being free tomorrow. Now, you know the truth. You know your desire is artificial. You know the history of Bernays. You know the conspiracy of the Phoebus Cartel. You can no longer plead ignorance. How do you escape? The only way to win this game is to stop playing. I am not telling you to live in a cave. I am telling you to become a producer, not a consumer. Adopt strategic minimalism. Every dollar you do not spend on garbage is a soldier fighting for your freedom. The next time you feel the impulse to buy, stop. Feel the discomfort. That discomfort is withdrawal. That is the sound of your programming breaking. If you want to learn where to deploy the capital you save to buy your real freedom, subscribe. The Matrix wants you poor. The protocol wants you sovereign. The choice is yours.